Again, huge thank you to all of you that subscribe to my channel. 1,000 subs. I mean, I'm not into this to make money. I don't have any intentions or any thoughts of that. So I haven't been pushing out a bunch of videos in attempts to get my views up faster and subscribers up faster. So I do this to provide tips and tricks for all of you to help everyone else be successful, and also to fight back against a lot of the crap that these gig companies do to kind of treat us like employees and get us to work like employees when we're independent contractors. So I'll touch on that some more pretty soon here. I really want to talk about block restrictions and drivers being paused. There's been a lot of just craziness going on about that. I've got a lot of emails about the pausing. Great news for those who have been paused. And I'm not talking about your market being paused. I'm talking about drivers in particular. One driver I know, who's actually a viewer on this channel, he got reinstated. He got an email saying, it was basically a welcome email. So it's just like if you're a brand new driver, right? When you get that email when you start. I told him he contacted me. I was like, dude, go log in and see if it works, man. See if you can go work, because it pretty much looks like they reinstated you. It didn't let him log on. It was giving him an error. My next advice was to have him go contact his driver specialist, right? So he did. He sent them an email. They got back to him the very next day and said, you're good to go, man. Thumbs up. Unfortunately, he still has that error on his phone. I know that people before, so those of you that are paused and when you do get reinstated, that say that you were inactive for a while and they deactivated your account. You just weren't active, you weren't getting deliveries. I know there's a bunch of people who have done that, and they had to go through a lot of hassle when they signed back up. Well, you actually, I know in my market, you have to go down to the hub and talk to the driver specialist and get that stuff all taken care of. They had to do something on the app or whatever. But there's an error code showing up. If you get that email and your driver is paused, contact your driver specialist immediately. Get that squared away. You should be good to go. The common denominator on that was low acceptance rating. I'm not going to say I know what the reason was, because I really don't. I know there was a few people that didn't have low acceptance ratings that were paused in those groups. This particular person, he's in the Baltimore market, which was, I believe, the very first market group that were paused. So again, for those that are paused currently because of this stuff, great news. You should be back pretty soon. I think he was out for maybe 2 months, but hopefully they're realizing that they got a potential lawsuit on their hands. What they're doing is really crossing a line, and they're going back and backtracking on what's going on. Anyway, if it is due to acceptance rating, they can and will be sued because of that. I'll go over that a little bit more when I show comparison with the DoorDash agreement and why they have it right. Block restrictions. If you get a block restriction, contact me immediately. You can contact me on Facebook. I have Facebook group. So I have the Gig Coach Jake and Team Ping Facebook group. There's my email, gigcoachjake@gmail.com. Get a hold of me and I can help you through that. There's also some things I want you to do that I'm working on as well. Again, just trying to promote a better atmosphere for all of us drivers and a true independent contractor relationship, a partnership with these companies that we do not have in a lot of situations. Sorry, since I was late, I'm logged on here. Just got to scroll through, and $3.52. Let me hop right up and take off on that one, right? Oh, man. Anyhow, so that 50 to 70%, the reason there's two different numbers and stories is because these driver specialists will feed you full of any kind of crap to get you to do whatever they want, right? So they're going to tell you, yeah, you need to have above 50% or 70%. They told one particular person, oh, drivers that have above 70% are making $20.58 an hour. How do you know the exact amount? I mean, yeah, there could be an average, right? But I saw a Facebook post, and I actually screenshot it yesterday. There's a driver. There's a premier in a market, and he's basically making crap money for 9.5-hour shifts. So he's working 9.5 hours, he's making like $105. He's not making very much. And he's realizing that there really is no reward for being a premier driver. One of the things that the driver specialists are telling everyone, if you accept more offers, that you will be in premier. And what they're working on now is getting to where premier get more of those big offers, right? They're trying to say it isn't fair right now, the cherry pickers, that we're doing things. yeah, they're definitely doing stuff to thwart cherry pickers. They always have been. Anyone who's been a GrubHub driver for a long time knows that they've been messing with drivers and doing whatever they can to affect cherry picking to get you to accept more, right? Premier drivers, I'm sorry, but they love you because you will go accept all the offers that myself and others that are working hard but smart will not. Don't be mad at us. I have a car payment. I have you know what I mean? I don't have a paid off car that I'm using. Maybe my gas mileage, maybe I'm paying more in gas. So we can't really judge each other on what we're doing. You don't know everybody's circumstances, right? I don't know how much rent you have to pay every month. I don't know if you have a family, kids. Right there, those affect all of our decisions on what we're going to accept as far as that one's like 30 minutes away in bad traffic. Anyway, all that affects the decisions we make as independent contractors. And I'm going to show how DoorDash has that right in their agreement, in their contract. No, they have a lot of things wrong. They do pay as low as $1 per delivery in a lot of situations, but there are ones they pay more on. And I have a video coming in a few days that's going to greatly detail how to do DoorDash and make good money and cherry pick effectively on there as well. What's up, big boy? Big L, what's up, guys? Hi, Carly, ladies. So I can see your comments over here. I got you look. Got the extra monitor set up. Oh, yeah, baby. I was ready just in case something happened. New laptop. I'm just kind of getting this figured out so I can use this more often. I'll have that chat feature fixed up here in the meantime. But anyhow, this is working just great. So Uber and Lyft comparison. Now, I know another thing I was talking about, people were getting restricted and paused because they were using other apps. That's almost like telling a Lyft driver that they can't go take Uber rides. No, there's no. The same thing goes with rejecting and canceling. Actually, on Uber, they've changed that. You used to be able to cancel and you would get deactivated. Lyft, I know they're still doing that as of a few months ago, where if you cancel too many, basically accept and reassign, you will get deactivated. Uber used to do the same thing. Now they don't. Now you can cancel a butt ton, and drivers that are smart, they're accept, cancel until they get something really good on some of those surge multipliers. Could cost them in the end if they do start to deactivate drivers. I know when I was a Lyft driver, I was always cautious about that. I wouldn't do it more than twice. So if I did accept and reassign during like a big, huge prime time, say it's somebody that needed a ride to their car up the road, I didn't drive all the way out of my way to come to an event to pick someone up to go right up the road and completely miss a prime time, right? The multiplier, especially like 11 o'clock at night, something like that. Anyhow, there's no more confirming offers on GrubHub. I haven't seen that in a while. I haven't seen anybody talk about it, even on YouTube videos or anything. I know that some of my merchants have gotten more efficient. I'm actually getting that 10 minutes after they receive it. Some, though, I'm still getting. So what I've noticed is certain merchants, I still get that no matter what, like 2 to 4 minutes after it's actually been placed. So take a look at that. When you receive an offer, go look to see when it was placed. Look to see how many items are on there. It's going to give you a good idea of how long it's really going to take, right? There's the pickup by time, but that isn't always super accurate. If you're still pretty new, go in there, look, you can see, and you will look on the customer's name on there. It'll show the tip, when the order was placed. Obviously, you probably got it a few minutes after in a lot of situations, unfortunately. Then look at how many items. If you have items like, say that it's, what was it, can't remember, a steak or salmon or some other things that are going to take longer to cook. There's one in particular. Oh, it's duck. A duck from an Asian place. That takes forever. So if you have an item that says duck, you know it's going to take you a while. But it's kind of back to that confirming offer. So that's a pretty sweet deal, especially if it leads to us being more efficient in the long run. Let's see. Does GrubHub only give people less orders if you don't get a block? Great questions. Wonderful Life of Bob. If you're not on a block, you're bottom. You're going to get last. You will get some good offers sometimes, but I've tested both out a great deal. And what's going to happen is you're going to get fewer offers overall when you're off block, which is going to lead to less money. I don't care if you're getting bigger offers. Volume's key. If you're not going to get enough volume, you have to get pretty lucky with some big offers. So even though my market's very busy, we get a lot more offers, I'm still always working on block. There's a good one. I'm going to accept that one. Screenshot. So I always want to screenshot the contract agreed to, 1356. This one says, perfect example. So I'm going to look right here. I'll go right away. Order placed at 3:44. It's 3:49 p.m. 5 minutes ago. Not too bad. I'll look at the order. It's 5 items. Chicken salad, chicken shawarma, hummus. Nothing too crazy. I know this merchant, they're a little bit slower. And they even put a slower time on there. So I know I have a little bit before I take off on that. Bam. Back to business. So great question, Bob. What's up, Detoxing for Life? How you doing? Confirming, what's that? Non-exist for notice. Yes, the confirming. It was a big deal, right? We would be halfway there and get a confirmation. So I think they're a little bit on the track of fixing things. They're slow as heck. It's horrible how slow and behind they are. But anyhow, let's see. So I want to pull up this DoorDash agreement and show you why they have it right in relation to everybody else. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to highlight this right here. And if you notice, they even have the wording right. Contractor, in all capitals, understands he or she is free to select those times he or she wishes to be available on the platform to receive delivery opportunities. She is free to accept or reject the opportunities transmitted through the DoorDash platform by consumers and can make such decisions to maximize his or her opportunity to profit. And she has the sole right to control the manner in which deliveries are performed and the means by which those deliveries are completed. What does that mean? That means if I want to reject a bunch of offers to make more money because my situation deems so, I have that right. They have the exact rights that I've always been talking about in their agreement, as it should be. What people always ask me, and they're confused, is what is GrubHub doing wrong? How are they violating our rights if we're not breaking anything in the agreement? The problem is they're leaving stuff like this out of the agreement that's very important to the way that we operate, right? So on DoorDash, if you were to use a referral code sign up, you can reject as many offers as you want. I've had as low as 0% over and over. You know why? Because the majority of them are crap, and I was running another app. So who's GrubHub to say that if I'm running more DoorDash because they're paying me more, that my acceptance rating goes down because I have to work on a block, right? Or whatever, you're running 2 apps, as you should be able to as an independent contractor, right? But you really can't. So with that being said, DoorDash has the relationship right. It's even in agreement. GrubHub doesn't. They want to treat us like employees. That is why I have a huge problem with GrubHub, because I have to fear and risk deactivation. I don't. But many of you do. What is it? How many people talk about the dreaded email, right? So worried and paranoid about getting that. That affects all of our decisions, most of our decisions, and the way that we work. So again, DoorDash has that right. It's in the agreement. They have other things wrong. They all have their pros and cons. With that being said, I want to wish all of you a happy Friday again. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys and ladies. I'm here for you. We all make each other better, right? Be successful out there instead of stepping and holding each other down. So real quick, I'll answer these couple questions. New market, I have to accept everything, even the $4 offers. If you're a partner in my market, you're a nobody. I'm going to have to disagree with that. So comment in the comments below so we can talk more about this. I definitely want to ask you some more questions and see if I can kind of challenge your thought process on how that is. AC Hustle. $8 and up. Big L. I like that. I'm right in there. So Anyhow, have a great day, ladies, guys. Be safe out there as always. Work hard, but work smart, man. Don't be an employee. Later.